Hello student, welcome back to VPMP Polytechnic YouTube channel again. Hi, I am Shweta Patel. Today my topic is garbage collection in a Java. It is a part of Unit 2 and the unit name is building block of the language. Today in this session we will learn about what is the garbage collection in a Java. What are the advantage of garbage collection in a Java? The method which are used for performing the garbage collection process in a Java and the simple example of garbage collection. Now, first we discuss about garbage and garbage collection. In a Java, garbage means unreferenced object. An unreferenced object is a class instance which is no more referenced by a variable or a class. That means object becomes unusable, or we can say that the object that are no longer in a use. The garbage collection is a process of reclaiming the runtime unused memory automatically. This process is done in a JVM. When JVM start, it create a heap area which is also known as a runtime data area. This is where all the object, the instance of class are stored. Since this area is limited, so it is required to manage this area efficiently by removing the object that are no longer in a use. The garbage collection is the process in which removing the unused object from the heap memory. And this type of process is known as a garbage collection. That means the process of removing unused object from the heap memory is known as a garbage collection. And this is the part of the memory management in a Java. Other language like a C and C++ does not support automatic garbage collection. However, in a Java, the garbage collection is automatic. Garbage collection is a way to destroy unused object. In a Java, it is performed automatically. So, Java provide better memory management. Java garbage collector is an automatic process, and so that the programmer does not need to explicitly mark object to be deleted. Normally, Java collection or garbage collection will be done in the following manners. That means all the objects are allocated on the heap area managed by the JVM. As long as an object is being referenced, the JVM consider it as alive. Once an object is no longer referenced and therefore is not reachable by the application code, garbage collector reclaim that object that are no longer being used, clear their memory and keeps the memory available for the future allocation. This is done by keeping a record, the reference to the object. And any unreferenced object is garbage and will be collected. So, in this way, garbage collection process are done in a Java. Now, we discuss about advantage of garbage collection. The biggest benefit, or we can say that the main advantage of garbage collection is that it automatically handle the deletion of the unused object, unreferenced object, or some other object that are inaccessible to free up memory resources. The garbage collection is now a new component, new standard component of many popular programming language like Java, Python, .NET, etc. It makes Java memory efficient because the garbage collector remove the unreferenced object from the heap memory and it provide the memory space for the future allocation. The next advantage of garbage collection is no manually memory allocation and deallocation handling, because unused memory space is automatically handled by the GC, and the GC is garbage collector. Garbage collection frees the programmer from manually dealing with the memory deallocation. Why? Because it is automatically done by the garbage collector, which is a part of the JVM. So these are the advantage of garbage collection, and this is the reason why we required garbage collection in a Java. Now, we discuss about the method of garbage collection. There are main two types of method are used to manage a garbage collection. The first one is finalize method. The finalize method is invoked each time before the object is garbage collected. This method can be used to perform a cleanup processing. This method is defined in an object class as, for example, protected void finalize method and the method body. That means when you want to collect the garbage object from the JVM, then we use this method for the garbage collection. Now, the second method is a GC method, which is also known as garbage collector method. The GC method is used to invoke the garbage collector to perform the cleanup processing. The GC is found in the system under runtime classes. The syntax of the GC method is public static void GC and the method body. GC method called the finalize method, and finalize method are called before the garbage collected. So these are the two methods which are used for performing the garbage collection in a Java. Let's see how can an object be unreferenced. Means how garbage collector find the object are no longer in a use. There are main three ways in which we can find it. The first one is by nulling the reference. That means specifying the value as a null in a object. Like example, I have a one class employee and I create an object of this class. For that, I write employee, where E is the object of employee class, equal to new employee. And when we set the value of E equal to null, then it consider as the unreferenced object. The second way is by assigning a reference to another. That means specify the one object reference to another object reference. For that, suppose I have a one class employee which have a two object E1 and E2. When we create the object of the class like this, employee E1 equal to new employee, then employee E2 equal to new employee, and then we specify E1 equal to E2. That means now the first object referenced by the second object is now available for the garbage collector. That means when one reference of object is used by the another reference of object, then the first object is referred as a unreferenced object. And the third way is by anonymous object. That means only we use new keyword to initialize the class, like a new employee, then bracket over and semicolon. This is also make the instance of class as a unreferenced. So these are the three ways in which we can consider as a object are unreferenced. That means the object are no longer in a use, or which are not a reference by the other variable or other class or other object. So in this way we can find out, or garbage collector can find out object be a unreferenced. Let's see Short and simple example in which how Java garbage collection works. That means how garbage collector uh, specify or find the object be as a unreference. For that, we refer one example like this. I create here one class. The class name is test garbage 1. In this, I create a one finalize method. This is a system defined inbuilt method. And in this, I put a one message like a object is garbage collected. In a main method, I have created two objects of the class, that is a S1 and S2. These two objects are the object of class taste garbage 1. Now I put the value of this object as a null. That means S1 equal to null and S2 equal to null. And then after we call the GC method, which is the method of the system class. So we put here system.gc method. Whenever a Java garbage collector find the unreferenced object, that means the object which are no longer in use, using the three-way, like by nulling a reference, that means specify the null value to a reference, or by assigning a reference to other object, or by anonymous object. Here we use the reference, null reference value. Now we see the output of this program. Let's see. First of all, we run the program using a Java compiler, that is the Java C test garbage 1.java. And then after we compile this program, see here the output is object is garbage collected. So this is the example in which it specify how the finalize method are called, and how the GC method call the finalize method, and how the garbage collection run or garbage collection work in a Java. Now you are more clear about the garbage collection from this video. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks a lot.